Okay, this is a bit absurd. You know that end screen that shows up at the end of many YouTube videos, pointing you to another video or to subscribe to the channel or check out a playlist? Well, let me show you something. This video on this channel you're watching right now, published a few months back as of recording this at just over 120,000 views. If we scroll down here, we look at the traffic sources. We've got the usual culprits, the browse features, suggested videos, and then end screens. Traffic from the creator-made end screen of another video or video ad. 0 video ads run on this video, but 7.9% of the traffic on this video came from end screens. If you do the math, that means more than 9,500 views on this video came from end screens. Let me show you another one. This video, as of recording this, 26,000 views, a little bit less than usual. We do the same thing. We scroll down here. We look at the traffic sources. Browse features is number 1. End screens is number 2, with 12% of the traffic on this video being from end screens. If you do the math, that means just over 3,100 of the views on this video would not have happened if it hadn't been for. So in this video, I wanted to show you what the heck I've been doing differently and how you can do it too. Howdy everyone, Nate here. Let me show you an example of a recent video where I did this. This one, 3 ridiculously useful YouTube analytics. Here's the end of the video. If you want to know the process that Chris and I went through to get these early wins of the suggested traffic to that channel, you're gonna want to watch this video next. And let me show you another one. So a tremendous thank you, MatPat, and thank you watching this for being such a huge influence in my. Interesting, eh? All right, out the gate, I'm gonna break down why I think this is working so well. A, retention. No indication of the video arriving means that people are more likely to watch more of the video before they realize it's the end of the video. I'm not giving indicators that the end of the video is approaching, in most cases. B, because in many cases, I cut off the recording of myself before the end of a sentence. Viewers' minds have to finish that sentence, and I end the sentence in the text directing to the next video they need to watch. And C, it gives a clear next focus of video to watch. This is going to work for you, and I'm going to show you how you can do it. We're going to break it into 2 categories here. Things that everyone can do. Yes, you watching this can do this ASAP on your next video, and things that some people can do, and you'll want to use a bit of nuance and interpretation to apply it to your own content. And then I'm going to break down some common mistakes that I see people doing that leave views on the table. Literally, people are not watching more on your channel because you're making these mistakes. All right, let's talk things that everyone can do. First thing you can do is seed the next video or the next action that people are going to take throughout your video. It's not just an afterthought where you say, oh yeah, I'm supposed to ask people to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and watch this video next. No, it's actually much more strategic than that, but not necessarily more complex than that. You see, what you need to do is this, and a bit of a meta alert here. No, not the company Meta. I mean Meta Talk, like Meta Think, where I'm going to demonstrate what I'm about to show you in this video. Something that I will often do is take lesser known things or less talked about things in the YouTube space, like end screens, and demonstrate how weirdly effective they can be if you use them well. And I did that recently with the comments section on your videos, an oft overlooked strategy that is weirdly effective. But I'll show you more on that here in a bit. Next thing that everyone can do is pre-plan the next video that people can watch on your channel. I mean, when you are planning a video that you're working on right now, look at a video. If you have several videos in your production right now, look at one of those videos and then look at the other videos on your channel and say, what other video could I lead to that's somewhat related to this video that I can lead people to at the end of this video? Now, why do we want to do that? It's because the algorithm values a channel like yours that demonstrates that you can keep people on the platform for a long amount of time. The more time, the merrier. And why is that? It's because the more time that you keep people on the YouTube platform, the more money they make, and consequently, the more money you make. So from my experience, they reward channels by spreading those channels further that can demonstrate that behavior. So when you're planning a video and you say, what's another video that they can watch next? You're creating chain viewership. They watch one video, then they watch the next video, and then maybe they watch another video. So to attack this strategically, I want you to look back at videos that are 1 month to about 6 months old on your channel that you can then go back into and scoop into for this additional end screen viewership. You can think of it like going into older content and revitalizing it. And as I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure that the other video that you're pointing to is closely related or pairs well with with the video topic or the video content of the video you're planning right now. So for example, this video that you're watching right now is about a lesser known strategy, end screens. I mean, when was the last time you watched a video completely dedicated to YouTube end screens? I don't know. Maybe it was recently, and maybe you need to let me know, but I'm not aware of many of them. The next video I am recommending that you watch on my channel is also a lesser known strategy, and it has to do with the comment section. YouTube comments are a powerhouse if creators use them effectively. But again, more on that later. All right, and we're moving on to the next section, which is something that everyone can do, and that is boop the like button on this video if it is being helpful to you or eye-opening. If you're finding this useful and you're going to use it on your next video, I'd love if you did that so it can spread to more people. Thank you. Now we need to talk about how you can do it yourself, but this will only apply to some people. You'll need to interpret some of these things to fit your own audience. The style I've been using on this channel is what I would call the cutoff style. It's intentionally designed to just leave people in the lurch and lead them wanting more of the video, but that won't work for all audiences. So I've outlined 5 different types of video ending styles that have been effective, that can be effective if done correctly. One is the cutoff, which is what you'll see me do on my videos often. Another is the last laugh, and let me demonstrate that. Here's one from the channel Stephen He.
Yes. No, I got you next time. Yes.
If there's a moment that didn't seem like it fit into the content of the video yourself, it can work to put it at the very end of the video as a bonus for your dedicated audience, just to give them an extra laugh as well as point them in the next direction. Next style is the ask style. That's ask with a K on it. And this is where you ask your audience to do something or respond in some way. Now, what I've found to be the most effective here is if you ask your audience for opinion or simple answers. This is if you're asking for interaction in the video itself. But also, if you're going to ask them to watch the next video, ask them to go into the next video with a certain thing in mind. Like, what do you think about the ending of this following video I'm going to recommend for you? Or which do you like better, this video you watched just now or this next video I'm about to recommend to you? And the next style is the thanky style, or the thank you style. The key here is to make it short. I'm gonna get to this a bit more in the mistakes I see people making, but the reality is you and we often feel the desire to thank our audience for watching the video at the end of the video. And I'm not saying we should stop doing that. Rather, I am saying we should be careful with how we do that. I'm gonna show you an example of this done well from the channel The Wads.
Best price, better than Target, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I will share a haul with you. So that's exciting. I got some good stuff to share. Bye.
What that was a little bonus of personality at the very end. Doesn't work for every channel, but it could work for yours by thanking your audience and then pointing them the next direction where they can get additional help or spend more time with you. And the 5th style of video ending we have here is the no end, and that's where the video just ends. No announcement, no nothing, it just ends. Excellent for retention, but it might not be the best for directing them to another place on your channel. It's just a strategic choice. It's a strategic choice and best fit from my experience for the type of channel that has shorter length videos, the type of video that give people a quick dopamine boost and they want to watch more and more, where they're binging several of your videos in a row. You almost don't need to have an end screen because the algorithm is going to serve it up so quickly and they're so easy to consume that in many cases it's a non-point and you don't actually have to do a lot of directing to another video. And here we have it. The mistakes. The mistakes I see a lot of people making with their video endings and end screens in general. 1, giving people too much forewarning that the end of video is arriving. If you do this, I will hunt you down, reach through the screen, and just smack you upside the face a bit. I have mentioned this before, but I need to say it again. Don't make people be polite at the end of your video. How often have you been on the phone with someone and it comes to the part of the conversation where you know you gotta end that conversation and it turns into a, hey, thanks so much for chatting. Yeah, it's so great catching up. Oh yeah, you're awesome. See you later. Talk to you next time. Goodbye. All right, thank you so much. Just don't make people have to do that with your videos, because the reality is most people are just not going to, and your retention will go down. The dedicated core audience on your channel are going to stick around, but for most people, don't make them have to be polite. The rule of thumb I have seen is 10 seconds or less. If you can go from full-fledged content of the video to ending of the video, and then the video actually cuts off and ends, if you can end that video in 10 seconds or less, you should be in a good space. And next big mistake I see people doing is just not taking advantage of end screens. You saw at the beginning of this video, I literally have thousands of free views from using end screens on my videos. The way to work around this is to think there is always another video that your audience can be watching. Always. There's always another video that you can lead them to that will be helpful or entertaining for them.